Got up early this morning, left camp at 6:48 so I could get down here and take some pictures of Jonas Creek Falls. You can hear it in the background. Let's see, there it is. Also discovered last night, as I was preparing to go to bed, that I lost one of my tripod poles, which you can see hanging out back there, those black things sticking up back there. Wasn't here where I had hoped that it would be, so I did a little off trail around here and got them snagged a couple times. So I'm hoping it's the only other place that I really went off trail, and I'll be able to retrace my steps to the cat hole and see if I can find it laying on the ground there. I may do with modifying one of my trekking poles to make the third leg of the tripod. So I still got some good pictures, but it'll be a real pain in the rear end to have to do that the entire rest of the week. However many days I have. So we'll see how it goes, and we're back to Smoke Mock Campground, to the trailhead, and then off to Klingman's Dome parking lot and my one section of the AT. Here I am on the famous AT. Started about noon from Klingman's Dome parking lot. I did not have the fortune of finding my other tripod leg, even though I found my cat hole spot, so it's gone somewhere. So I'll make do with my walking pole as well as a third leg. Spent about an hour at the Double Springs shelter, talking with a couple guys that are doing some section hiking. Hard Charger and Johnny D. I think they started at Springer Mountain and are going to go all the way to Hot Springs, something or other. So they're having a good time. Here's the view out there. Not too bad, huh? Go down this way. Gotta watch my step here. So I've enjoyed the AT far more than I thought I would. Never really had hiked a ridge before, but this is a blast. I've been having a great time. Stopped, taking lots of pictures of things along the way. Had a trail maintenance crew working on the trail. Recently here as well, I noticed the Bradley Fork Trail had a trail maintenance crew all the way to campsite 49. Apparently they're camping at Sylvanas Bald, which is where I'm heading to for the night. It's been nice not having brush run up all against you. But this one is not going to be any speed record, I can tell you that. Ups and downs on bad knees, especially downs. Ups don't bother my knees at all. But down on a bad knee, I go nice and slow to make sure I don't hurt myself. Well, I'm on top of Sylvanas Bald, elevation 5607, so over a mile high. Decided to come up from the shelter and eat my dinner here just for the heck of it. You can see it cooking there in the background, or at least heating up the water there. Unfortunately, my hopes of having a nice sunset picture are not going to come through this evening, as we are currently in a cloud. So it's a little gray out, so I'll be getting to bed early, and maybe the cloud will pass through. I'll hope to get up early and maybe catch the sunrise off to the east there. So I'm just waiting for the water to boil, chow down, write some notes, and just ponder the day. The trail crew is there at the shelter. At least right now I'm the only one outside of them that is at the shelter, so while they're staying in their tents for being the work crew, I at least apparently have the shelter to myself, save for all the mice that are there. Actually, I did see one already, and he scampered away, but I'm sure they'll be out, so I think my mouse guard will get a true test this evening, and I hope they don't chew through like sleeping bags and all that kind of stuff too, or I could be in some big trouble. So we'll check in tomorrow. The advantage of staying at a shelter is you don't have to pack up your tent. So I was able to get out of there pretty quick. I got back up to the Bald to watch the sunrise at 6:36 is when I got there. I think the sun was technically already up, but it was behind a cloud. But I got a good picture. I could see, I'm not sure if it was Clingman's Dome or whatever's between Sylvanas Bald and Clingman's Dome. But that one was actually visible, though a cloud was moving in. And now I'm down here at Hazel Creek Falls / Cascades. I think I got all of them. I've spent about an hour or 15 minutes here taking pictures, which a lot of that time was just trying to get to a position. Now there's one of them right there. That was the first one that I got, and they go on for probably at least a quarter mile. And now I see my water in the background somewhere there. Yep, there's my pot. Boiling my water for some oatmeal. Gonna have my breakfast before I have to hike back up this trail. It seems to be roughly about a mile and a half, mile and 3/4 down here. And it's all uphill going back the other way and then hit I'm on the Jonas Creek trail, and by the way, I saw my first bear right after I got on the trail. Pretty decent size, medium-sized bear, I guess, about the same size as I saw last summer, from about 60-70 paces, and he looked at me and ran away. But anyway, I've been walking through this particular area and wondering about something that I've pondered since I've gotten on the Enlow Creek Trail past campsite 47, and that is, where do you do the cat hole? If you have to go there, it's like steep hill on one side, steep hill on the other side. You just hang over the edge or what? Or on the AT, a lot of places, you can't get 5 feet off the trail on the AT. So how do you meet that 200-foot requirement for leave no trace, or even the park's 100-foot requirement? Or like here, do you go to the downside of the trail, or do you go to the upside of the trail? So, I don't know, that's just something that has been working around in my mind. It's like, boy, I hope I don't have to go during a bad point in time. Anyway, thought I'd share that.